What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Pillars of Eternity, where we are just checking the grounds right now because I can't... That sounded threatening. Either way, I can't focus on like main storyline stuff while enemies still exist in my world, so I have to destroy them. They must be annihilated. And so send in the tanks first. Yes, indeed. Send in the tanks. That's fine. I would prefer that you actually use a bow from now on. I didn't realize that you were still like racing in to fight with the enemy every single combat. And so I'd like to have sort of like my range division back here. So I'll be like, ready? Present arms. Chap with the gears. Give 5 rounds. Weigh the lead. You gotta have your, what is this? A primal flame. Ooh. Alright.
Hey.
Keeps the party warm and helps in the bedroom. The primal flame. Oh, there's a will-o'-the-wisp. Destroy him quickly before he possesses us. He must die. Please make him die. I would love for you. No. Well, at least he possessed the bear. That's a whole lot less awful than it could have been. So I'll take it. The Will-o'-the-Wisp also drops treasure, but welcome back, everybody. We had completed the Temple of Aethos a little bit ago. I don't know if I had missed stuff inside of it. I felt like I missed stuff inside of it, but I can't prove it, and so I figured, well, you stop talking. You're not at the head of the party. It's supposed to be his voice right now, not yours. See, this is why nobody invites the Amatua to anything. What is this? The trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling. That's because it's full of rattlesnakes. That's the secret they don't want you to know. It's booby-trapped with snakes. On this side, we got stuff to do. So why are you now hanging out back? Oh, you're trapped in between the rest of our party members here. That'll be fun. Woogie, get the hell out of the way. Killing me right now, Woogie. You are killing... Well, you're not killing me, but you're definitely hurting the barbarian. She's having a rough day now, and it's pretty much your fault. On this side, we've got stuff to fire, things to do. Let's go with a... I don't know. I like magic missiles. Magic missiles are cool. Magic missile. So a little bit of damage done right there. She is just getting whomped on right now. So let's throw out a little bit nicer of a heal, shall we? That's going to help out a tad. I wish it was like Final Fantasy, where like when you healed undead monsters, they got damaged. Oh, yes! He got clipped like we're up in the Amatua hood right now. They're like, skirk, skirk, pop, 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 skirk. It was awesome. Now we just got to figure out a way to make our horses' hooves go skirk, and then we'll be pretty much ready for our new gangster existence in this world. Anybody hanging out in this big creepy arena over here? Like, actually, this is where I warp my boards. I was like, oh, so it's kind of like the warp boards over here. Okay, I got you. Like, we're making a rainbow out of wood, but they're all kind of the same color, so I guess the metaphor is slightly lost. But, you know, continuity, togetherness, happiness. This guy better be in here. His house looks like it needs some serious house cleaning help, though. Like they need to call their pillar specialist and just see if maybe they can get that. That seems like a load-bearing structure right there. I'd be nervous if it fell down. The kitchen is all kinds of messed up, which is not okay. I don't want to camp in here. I just want to look around for treasure. That's all that I really care about. Let's sneak for a bit because this place doesn't look like a whole lot of friendly interactions have taken place here recently. I feel like we should be playing the Pink Panther music right now. It's like, ba-dum, ba-dum. The house is super busted, so we sneak. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. What's inside this room? It is an ale. That's what we need right now. We need ale. This opens. It has to open. How does this not open? It seems like it should open. The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are mottled with mildew. Looks like there was something over there we could have looked at. Damn it. I missed hourglasses. Oh well. It's too late now. We can't go back. It's too far. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. Okay. Well, this building doesn't look super fruitful. I mean, this room seems fruitful because there's fruit laying on the floor over there. But everywhere else doesn't look too good. It all looks a little shabby. I bet it's all like, it's got to be some kind of like mirage or something that the wizard is casting. I bet it is. The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop. Alright. Rats skitter among the broken stairs. I suppose we'll leave then. Obviously there's nothing in here. I guess we'll walk out the front door, go do something else, because it's not like somebody's watching us or coming to greet us, even though we cleared this entire front yard out of monsters. Typically I charge like $10 for that back in my neighborhood, but you know, Maybe things are different here. Maybe I don't deserve a tip like I think I do. I'm like, I'll give you a tip. I'm like, whoa, that got offensive quickly. Oh, there's a door over here, too. Open the door.
Clearly of a deer and make. They like their archways.
Oh yeah, there is an archway right there, isn't there? Okay, well, this place is looking a little busted up right now. Ooh, treasure. What is this? Whispers of Yenwood. I like yen. I was going to say I like wood too, but never mind. I'm not going to go that way. Properties. Reliable slaying of will -3. So it lowers your will, but it makes you really, really good at killing spirits. Might be worth a look. Let me clear out this combat real fast, though. How's that sound first? I'm gonna get started on this side to make... Ooh, one-shotted! How are you going to cope with the serious damage that you have just taken? Put her in frenzy mode. And that doesn't mean that she's in an especially, like, friendly mood. It's actually... She's frenzied. She's pretty grumpy about this whole thing. Let's throw out a big heal right there. Ooh, we're stunned. That could become... Oh, no! Drinks a potion. Drinks a potion. Wow, why are you guys struggling like this all of a sudden? Like, are you just, like, not bothering? Like, what's happening here?
How may I help?
Okay, well, maybe bring it up a notch or something. I don't know. Maybe bows don't work on these? Let me go back through and find out. So, if... Paisley, she did 9 pierce damage right there. It doesn't look like there was any resist. It had a damage resistance of 8, actually. Okay, so there was. So it ended up doing like 9.4. That one resisted 8 as well. I suppose I should be going through all these right here to figure out what they're weak to. It's the slash damage right there. They just have a flat DR of 8, I think. Yeah, so high damage weapons are going to be way more efficient right here. Let's wake everybody back up. Hey, you going to get up today, or are you just going to stay on the floor? It looks comfortable enough, and I know we haven't camped in a while, but seriously. Actually, we have fatigue going on. Let's just camp for... Oh, you can't camp in this area? Can I camp outside? Like, why wouldn't I be able to camp here? Yes. There it is. Awesome. And so now it's daytime. Oh, it's a lot like greener and more lush out here than I thought it was. That's pretty cool. I enjoy nice lush scenescapes. It makes me happy. Makes my adventures easier. So let's go back inside and grab ourselves that super awesome sword of Yenwood. I don't know if they used that to chop down trees that were really, really valuable in Japan or like what that was good for, but still. It seems pretty cool to me. The sword of Yenwood. So his weapon doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it's nice for the reason that it converts all of its like glancing hits into pure hits, and so that's where it makes up for it. On this side, though, we would have a 14 to 20 slash damage with slaying versus spirits. So you get more accuracy and more damage, but you lose a little bit of will. That might be troublesome given the fact that he's our healer. That may cause problems. That one has a DR bypass. I may just take the mace. No, not on you. Not on you. You there. Take that. And then who has like a questionable weapon right now? Somebody's got to have something questionable right here. She's got that. I suppose I could give her the mace, and I could make her dual wield. I don't know how that's going to go or how it's going to work, but we could try it. It might be cool.
Hey, go.
Alright. Well, let's check out some of these magnifying lenses. The gray and brown pelts of mice flit in between the boards. The brazier's chains are rigid with rust. Are you sure that's what's causing the rigidity? Could be other things. I mean, obviously we do have a giant Amatua up in the room who strikes an imposing figure. He's a little bit toothy, but he seems attractive enough. He seems like a nice guy. Is this over here? Dude, you have antlers growing out of your shoulders. You might want to see a physician. Like, seriously, this... I think you may want to lay off the carcinogenic, like, back rubs and things that you've been getting lately. It might have negative effects on your health. As you come to the end of a great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air. Another watcher in
Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Marwald.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Any idea where I can find Marwald?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Alright, well.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Great. Fantastic. Exactly what I hoped I would hear. Can't they just let me, like, breeze through one for right now? Just be like, yeah, sure, walk up in the dungeon. It's all good. Nobody's gonna bother you. There's traps in here, aren't there? Oh, no. I was faked out. Faked out. Oh, wow, the sword glows. That's pretty cool. Deep down inside, my inner World of Warcraft addict really likes that for some reason. Glowing weapons, why not? Does it come with big shoulder pads?
There's my little soldier. Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
And no complaints. So she turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent, and no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, she watches you out of the corner of her eye.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
You ever notice when people broad brush positively, nobody mentions it, but when you broad brush negatively, everybody's on that shit like quick? Like fleas on a rat's ass? I don't know. It's the thing that I notice.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Audra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
I see.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
I thought we were supposed to be shucking.
Hey, all right then.
Alright, well apparently that won't work. I guess that we will choose a door. It doesn't really seem to matter that much. It feels as if cobwebs are the only things holding this rickety old mess together. It definitely has earned the... It's definitely earned the name rickety, that's for sure. Something has made a nest out of old straw and mattress ticking, although I'd be offended if I had rickets. If I had rickets and you said something was rickety, I'd be like, hey, the only thing rickety in this room is me. You better stop. You better stop right now. Giving far too much. That's my thing. I have rickets. Some people are good at whistling. Other people like to fish. I have rickets. That's all that I have. Don't describe other things as rickety except for me. Oh no. Well, there's nothing in that room. I'm kind of glad that there wasn't like a giant bear monster in there waiting to kill us, but we've got our own bears, so maybe it'll be okay. Anything in here? Oh no, Phantomes! Here, you guys, like, block this off as best you can. There it is. And then you participate in the bombardment to this side. There we go. You, my dear, shall participate in the blasting of, I guess, a shadow right there. You will go into frenzy mode real quick so that you can attack better. Oof, sorry about that. I had to go pick up my cat from the hospital, like, mid-episode, because they were like, we are going to close in several hours, and so you gotta go get him, and I had to drive all the way to Davis and go get him, and he's, like, totally rolled in cat shit right now. He's like a little burrito of just cat poo and fur right now, and it's pretty awful. I gotta throw him in the bathtub or something. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna finish the episode first. So he's just like in the living room being an infernal stink cloud right now. So anyways, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were fighting with a bunch of ghosts. That's fun. That's enjoyable. Oh, that ghost got clipped. Take that, ghost. He just took he took 1,111 damage. That's how much damages he took right there, and it was pretty incredible. The rest of you get all up in this guy right here because he did bad things to us. You continue to shoot him in the face, obviously, because it's super awesome. And that combat has now drawn to a close. Good, good, good. Let's put the markers, the crayons, and everything else away. Let's check this place out for anything secret we might be able to use. They really shouldn't leave candles lit next to a wood wall like that. That feels like a very, very major fire hazard for a building such as this. Like this entire hall made out of wood. I would just keep flame the hell out of it for right now. I come up with like some magic spells or something to just be like boom and like just let it levitate in the middle of the room and illuminate everything. I'm sure this guy's a wizard, right? Everybody in this world's a wizard, right? I'd figure everybody would be anyways. I would be if I was in this world. If I was in the D&D world, I always talk big about being a warrior, but for real, I'd be a wizard. That shit would be so off the chain. It would be down. So where have we been so far? I don't know. Did we go this way? We may have or may not. Oh, I like how there's load screens every single time you transition. Oh, yeah, we came this way. I remember Zeus' room, so that room has nothing left to offer us. So I figure we shall now slap its hand and go elsewhere like, nah, sir, your offering is not good enough for to Splattercat and party. Let's go in here. Splattercat et al. We'll go down in there. Good, good, good. Well, I don't feel like that one took longer to load, so maybe it's not so bad down here. Oh, they're good. There's spiders. My favorite thing in the entire world. Is that a sword spider? Okay, a spear spider. Sorry. I got the names all wrong. I'm going to try and line everybody up in such a way where they're not going to be, like, tripping over each other or anything because the pathfinding sometimes seems to be really, really suspect. So this might work.
How may I help?
It's a little sketch, but we might be able to make it work. All right. Everybody out. It's battle time. It looks like we've been webbed. He's got that thing going on right now. How long does that take to actually like fill up and make you useful to me? Or is that something that I just can't really rely on for right now? Let's let them draw on in. And as they do, I shall begin to pepper right here with everything that I have. Over on that side, we'll get it going. On that side, we'll get it going. Got a little bit spread out all over the place. We got flames out that way, so now they're taking supplementary damage every single time that they get hit. This is a very, very big fight with a very, very large collection of spiders. Little worrisome, but I think, yeah, that'll work. Throw that out there. Oh, you can't get that far? That's bad. Okay, so let's try again then. We got a little bit of damage going in on a deer, unfortunately. So I guess I'll have you just go right there then. Throw that out as close as you can. You take over right there. Everybody else is looking pretty decent right now. I want you to... Where's my healer at? Where my healer at? There he is. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is right there. Okay, so let's throw that out. I know spiders don't like fire because their webs are incredibly flammable. Like, for real, set a spider web on fire sometime. Just not one, like, in the corner of your house. Not one in the corner of the most flammable wooden part of your house. That would be a huge mistake. Let's wipe out a few more spiders. Gonna auto-attack him down Diablo style. That didn't go as horrifically as I thought it might. I thought that was gonna go a lot worse. It still weirds me out how they've got gooey tummies. Why they have gooey tummies? It's one step too far. Spider's already kind of metal. A little bit brutal for me, but once you give them gooey tummies, I don't know what to think about it. Let's keep on that one right there. Spear Spiderling joining the great spidery beyond. I assume going to that great web in the sky. And so there it is. I don't think spiders share webs, though. I think they found one species of spider, like, way down in, like, the Amazon that has finally... The spider species has developed the ability to hunt cooperatively. And I was like, that is the most horrifying thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Ooh, he decimated that spider. Hell yeah. Nice swipe, man. Nice swipe.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
Ooh. Got, like, orders or something? A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and adire insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable. It's funny because he's reading and then his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side.
The instructions come from Audra himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the broken stone war, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts.
Yes, because wanton brutality never has any backlash. Nobody ever remembers that 20 years later and then comes back for revenge.
I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Alright. So that appears to be a little like snippet of what's going on right now, I suppose. What happened in the Durwood anyway. Should I be sneaking through here?
Lies this way.
Hopefully nothing. I just need good solid information right now. I can't filter through all the bullshit. Let's go down to the bottom. I have had like the day from hell today, like for real. It's been something. Had to get up early because the doctors there was somebody who had a cancellation at the hospital and my cat's been sick. And so since they canceled, I took their slot nice and early in the morning. And so I sped over there as quick as I could. And then after that, I had to drive back and forth between here and Davis about 600 times. And it's been a day. It has definitely been a day. I think on the opposite side, is there anything up? I already looked in there. Never mind. There's nothing inside of there. Let's continue forward and see if we can find anything good out here. What's our level up looking like? And what level is he to begin with? 306 health? My God, why aren't you just in the front line? Forget that noise. You're on my front. Yeah, you're on my front team, man. Here, go up to here. You're in front of the cleric and everything. I need you in the front line. And so what do we want to do? We can do single file formation. We can do a custom formation. I don't think I want to do a custom formation right now. I do like the triangle, though. The triangle is pretty cool. And the triangle protects the flanks really, really well. So maybe I'll go for that. Let's go on upstairs and we'll see what we can find here for ourselves. That scared me for a second. I thought that face was like part of the next map and I was going to have to fight like a giant stone face. His stony resolve put fear in my heart.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now. Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one once had said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins. The tribes need more leaders like you, women who value deeds over words.
He reaches towards your cheek but stops midway, his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him. Yeah, if my fingers were splayed, I wouldn't be trying to caress anybody. I'd be like, I need to see a doctor right now, to the hospital.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
My guys looked for a second like we were going to get attacked, but then... Did you just pick that on your own without even asking me? Oh, I'm going to send you to the punishment chamber, man. You about to drink some punishment beer if you keep that stuff up. You better watch out. I like the initiative, but at the same time, I don't want you to get too out there because you might realize you don't need me once you start giving yourself orders.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Marwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Marwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I won't leave until I've spoken to Marwald.
Marwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
Come to speak to Marwald. Marwald, whose touch is poison. Marwald, who knows not his effect.
I was told I am a watcher and that you could tell me more about it. And about a tablet of some worth after that, once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I? What the gods wanted of me, thought I. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What did they want?
No! No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
I like to imagine that right as he said too much to bear, our pet bear popped out from like the back of the party. It was like, "Huh?" And just like looked around the corner. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Marwald has lost control. Marwald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Marwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Marwald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from your previous lives?
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Marwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Marwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
War of Tree. Oh, of course. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. This was in the early period of Adiran colonization, fighting between the Deerwood colonists and the native Glenfathans, you see, but that was a long time ago.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of a raiding village, or raiding a village. Marwald's voice becomes raspy, and he's somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Adia bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Terrible things happen in war. Living with what you've done is its own penance.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid.
conceived by force, vessel for Marauder, slain in the raid, Marauder and the boy, Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul, Marauder's soul, same soul, one soul, boy's soul, Marauder's soul, raised in lies and vengeance, raised to soldier, raised for the fire, born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the Nine Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
So, wait. He came back in his next life to burn his own clan? No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul. Marwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and Marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
Whatever the reason, I don't think we're meant to know.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I became a watcher.
Oh, no. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor man. Poor man.
They will take you too.
I knew there was something off about you when I met you, but this sounds serious. You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
There must be some way to make him go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there, and he seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
The leaden key? It seems we share an enemy, Bag of Bones, Bronson. Assassins and Watcher Wakers both. They certainly keep busy. Do you know where I can find the leaden key? Well, tell me about them.
Secrets. Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers. Hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is the queen that they pray to?
Woodica. Goddess. Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawaken? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I can find them?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
Then I need to go so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well. Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Oh, we're about to get jumped, aren't we? Alright, well, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. I will see you on the next episode. Cliffhanger away!